Alright, so today I'm going to be doing brakes on this car. I'm kind of going to show how to take the tire off at the same time. So right now I have a jack under the car and I use a 4-way lug wrench, okay, but you could use a regular wrench, lug wrench that comes with the car. It's like a bar with an angle on it. But I always use gloves as often as I can when I'm doing brakes, just for the simple fact that they've got all that brake dust on it and it's supposed to cause cancer. It's kind of hard to wash off your hands, whatever. So, you know, throwing some of these. Basically, there's not a whole lot to brakes. There's not a whole lot to changing a tire. But if you don't know, well, then you're stuck going to somebody who knows how and paying them. So, for this right here, just so that you know, if you're on the side of the road, it's best to go ahead and jack up the car just a bit so that this tire is still touching the ground, okay, if we're talking about a tire change. And then you're going to go ahead and take off the hubcap. Now I can use my hands. I could just pull this thing off, but I'm showing you that there's a little hole in this part of the hubcap for a screwdriver or something to pry. And you just pry it off. It's not going to hurt it. And there's a ring in here. Every hubcap's different, but they all come off the same. They just pop off. Alright? Take that, get it out of the way. I'm going to try not to make this take too long. Now I break them loose, just like this, just a bit. Just because the tire will turn if it's not jacked up, you understand? Now, I'm just going around on this, but whenever you tighten them back up, you're going to want to hand tighten them while it's off the ground, as tight as you can. Snug them up a bit with this or your regular lug wrench. And then you're going to tighten them. If there's 5 lugs, you go in a star type pattern. So you go this one, then the one across from it whenever you're finishing tightening them up. Okay, once you get them hand tight, tighten that one, okay, then that one, and that one. On a 5 lug, it's going to be here, 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 you know, go across from it. And that's when you're finishing tightening them up. But for now, break them off enough. It's not going to hurt anything. If they're a little too loose, at least break them loose so that the tire doesn't spin. Now I'm going to go back behind the car, jack it up a couple more inches so it's off the ground, pull this tire off, and I'm going to work on the brakes. Here we go. Now, basically the idea on taking off the tire and putting on another one is because you'll have a flat. So keep in mind, if the tire is flat, you're going to have to jack it up more than just this much off the ground with your jack, because your new tire is going to be taller. Okay, unless you're putting on the donut, then it might be just about the same size or smaller than even with a flat tire. You just want to get it up off the ground high enough towards at least about that far off the ground, especially if you got a flat tire, maybe that far. Alright, so finish this up. That's why these are easy. That's why I like these style lug wrenches, you know. And yours may not come off quite that easy depending on how old the vehicle is, but I maintain mine pretty good, so piece of cake. Alright, finish taking them off by hand and put them. The best thing to do is take your hubcap, because everybody loses lug nuts on the side of the road. Take and put your hubcap out of your way, or you're not going to be stepping on it. Of course, it ain't no big deal about getting it scratched up on grass, but I gotta be careful on this pavement not to scratch it up too bad. Anyway, the point is, you want to have your lug nuts when it's time to put them back on. You're going to put them in something. I'm going to put them over here, inside of the hubcap. Okay. Now, you got your tire. Alright. Keep in mind too, if you have a flat tire and you're on the side of a highway, what you're going to want to do is, if this is the lane and this is the emergency lane and then this is the dirt, you're going to need, if it's raining, you want to be able to use pavement under the tire to use the floor jack, or your jack, because your jack's going to be over here, okay? Your little jack that comes with the car. Well, if it's on the driver's side, what you want to do is at least have 2 tires still on the pavement. If you got to pull way off, always have 2 tires at least on the pavement. In other words, if you're in the emergency lane and you decide to get over a little bit, it's okay to have these 2 tires in the grass if you're not jacking up this side, or if you're jacking up this side and you know it's solid ground, solid enough to jack up. I would recommend stay on the lane and you'll be fine, and put on your flashers. So but you want to have always have this tire and that front tire on the pavement. I would say if you're using the jack on this side, or if you're using it on the other side, have that other side at least, if this has to go in the dirt to get you off a bit, always have those other 2 tires, the driver's side tire on the rear and on the front, on pavement, so you can get traction, so you don't get stuck in the, a lot of people change their tires and then they're stuck in the mud next to the highway. So use the emergency lane for that. I'm going to take this tire out of my way. Basically, putting a tire on is the reverse. You put it back on, you know, and what I do, I'll go ahead and show that. I put my 2 feet here under the tire to help me lift it up and to get it right. Then you'll put it on snug tight and tighten them cross pattern. Now, that's changing a tire. Now, to doing brakes. Okay, for